Okay, let us solve this logarithm equation. So log base 7 of 1 is equal to x. So the first thing you want to do is to get this 7 and push that x. You know that when this 7 pushes that x, it becomes a power. Then this one will be the answer, isn't it? So this particular log expression can be turned into an exponential expression. So you are going to have 7x is equal to 1. So what we have done is this 7 has pushed the x, it has become the power, then it's always equal to the answer, which is here. So now we know that from the exponents rule, any number to the power 0 is equal to 1, isn't it? So sorry, not 1. Any number raised to the power 0 is equal to 1. So x is equal to 0 because any number raised to the power 0 is equal to 1. So I hope you've gotten how to solve that one. Let's go to the next example. You've been told to solve this equation. So what are you going to do? You do the same thing. This 2 is going to push this x, and then the answer will be this one here. So you are going to say 2 to the power x is equal to 2. The bases are the same, so even the powers should be the same, isn't it? So remember, 2, if there is no power written there, it's just the same as to the power 1, because 2 to the power 1 is just the same as 2. So the bases are now the same, so even the powers should be the same. So x is equal to 1. So that is how you solve this particular question. Let's see if we can solve this one. In x is equal to 5. So when you are given an equation like this one, just always remember that in is the natural log. So the natural logarithm is given by the small letter e. It's always, the base is always small letter e, and then you are going to have your 5 there. So you do the same thing. The e would be raised to the power 5, then the answer would be x, isn't it? So you are going to say e to the power 5 is equal to x. So now this one, you can just use a calculator to find it. Of course, it won't be an exact number, but I would rather you just leave it here. So I've just brought this one in just in case it comes in the exam and then you see the word in. Just know that this is natural logarithms. Okay, let's continue solving. So we are just practicing some questions on logarithms. So I have this question: log x is equal to 10. Now if you've not been given the base, if the base is silent here, always assume that it's log 10. Okay, is equal to 10. So whenever it is silent, just know that the base is 10. So when the base is 10, we don't put any number there. So to solve for x, you do the same thing. This 10 will be raised to the power 10, and it will be equal to the answer here. So you are going to say 10 to the power 10 is equal to x. Alright, so 10 to the power 10 is quite a big number, so you can just leave it here, and that will be fine. Let's continue solving. So we've got this logarithmic equation. Solve log base 4 of 2x plus 3 minus 3 is equal to log base 4 of x. So here what you do is put like terms together. So we want to move this, we want these 3 to move, to come this side, isn't it? And then this one will come this side, so that the logs can be them with another log, and then number can be alone. So we are going to say log of base 4 2x plus 3 minus log 4 of base log of base 4 of x is equal to 3, because when the 3 moves this side, it is going to be positive. And then this log of base 4 of x, when it jumps the equal sign, it is going to be a negative. That's why it's a negative here. So once you reach here, you now use this rule. You know that log of a x over y is equal to log of a x minus log of a y. So that rule, you remember the division rule, so that is the one that we are going to use here now. So you are going to say log of 4, then you are going to divide these. You are going to say 2x plus 3 over the x. Okay, this one will be equal to 3. So we've changed this using this rule, which is here. So once you've reached at this particular point, you want this 4 to push the 3, isn't it? So you're going to have 2x plus 3 over x is equal to 4 to the power 3. So 4 times 4 times 4, that's 64. So in short, you are going to say 2x plus 3 over x is equal to 64. Then now you can go ahead and solve for x. So you know that 2x plus 3 will be equal to 64x when you multiply this times that, isn't it? Okay, then the 3 will come this side, so that you are going to have 2x minus 64x is equal to negative 3. Negative 62x is equal to negative 3. Divide both sides by negative 62, and this side negative 62. You cancel this, so your x will be positive 3 over 62. So my paper is small, so I was just trying to solve everything on the paper. I hope you have gotten what I have explained. So if you are not clear, feel free to ask. Okay, let me just explain how you can solve this logarithmic equation. So we want to solve for x. So whenever you see a question like this, just look at the bases. So this is log 3, this is log of base 3, this is log of base 3 as well. So these are like terms. So what we want to do is to shift this expression to this side, and then this negative 2 will shift to the other side. In short, we are bringing like terms together. So let me just rewrite this here. I'm going to have log of base 3 2x plus 1. When this one comes this side, it is going to be minus log 3 3x minus 11 is equal to 2, because the negative, when it crosses the equal sign, it will be positive. So at this point, just remember that logarithmic rule, the division rule, which states that log of a x over y is equal to the subtraction of these two logs, log a x minus log a y. You remember this rule, isn't it? If you've forgotten, just go and revise it. So we are going to proceed. So what you do then is change this into this format. So you are going to say log of base 3, then you are going to say 2x plus 1 over this one, 3x minus 11. So this one will be equal to 2. So when you are solving logarithmic equations, what you want to do is to get rid of this expression, the log, as soon as possible, so that you just remain with variables that you are solving. So when you reach at this particular point now, you know that this 3 is going to push that 2 up. So you are going to have 2x plus 1 over 3x minus 11 is equal to 3 to the power 2, isn't it? So when you have 3 to the power 2, then you can proceed to go and solve 2x plus 1 over 3x minus 11 is equal to 9. Then here you can cross multiply, isn't it? Yeah, you can cross multiply. So the 1 will multiply this and the 9 is going to multiply this. I think things become easier when you reach at this particular point. So I would like you to work on this, solve it, and then finish it up. Let me know what the answer is once you cross multiply and solve for x. Okay, so how do you solve this equation? You have a logarithmic equation. Log of base x minus 2 log of x is equal to 2. So how do you solve this one? So the first thing that you do is you look at the bases. Okay, so the first thing you do is that you look at the bases. So here you have log x and here you have log x, but you don't want to have a number in front of a log for you to use the logarithmic rules. So you are going to rewrite this as log x 36 minus this 2 will come as a power to this one. So we're going to say log x 2 to the power 2 is equal to 2. You remember the power rule, isn't it? Log of x a to the power n is the same as n log x a. So if you have a log like log x, it is raised to the power n. This n just comes in front of the log. So what I've done here, I've just done the opposite. This number has become a power. So this number here has become a power there, isn't it? So we can go ahead and say log x 36 minus log x 4 is equal to 2. Now the bases, they are the same, isn't it? Now the bases are the same. Since the bases are the same, we can go ahead and use this rule now, which says log x a over b, the division rule, is equal to log x a minus log x b. Okay, so let me write it properly. Is equal to log x a minus log xb, meaning that if you are subtracting two logs of the same base, it's just as good as dividing them. So since here we have a subtraction, we'll go ahead and rewrite this into 36 over, getting this 36 over 4 is equal to what? 2. This 2 here. Okay. So now how do we get rid of this? We need to get rid of this for us to solve this. So the way you get rid of this is this x will come and push that number. So we are going to have x squared is equal to this number, which is here, 36 over 4, isn't it? So you are going to say 36 over 4. So you are going to find the square root of 36 over 4 and the square root of x squared. Of course, these will cancel. You are going to remain with 36 over 4. So this is the same as the square root of 36 and the square root of 4. The square root of 36 is 6. The square root of 4 is 2. So 6 divided by 2, 3. So that will be the answer for this particular logarithmic equation. So try it out and let me know what you think about this question.